Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and somebody asked me a couple of weeks back, would I, after showing the washi tape I'd bought, would I make a card using washi tape? So I've had a go. I think it's quite cute actually. And also I had some mirrored card which had been embossed given to me as well. Absolutely gorgeous. So I've used some of that as well. And this is the card. Oops, I'm doing it again. I'm still trying to get used to the camera. So that is all washi tape. Now with the butterflies and the leaves, I've had to use double-sided tape because nothing is sticking to this washi tape. Maybe the paper one. I managed to glue that one on, but the paper one is fine. It's just, look at that. It even turns that round for you so you can see it the right way around. Isn't that good? So I'm going to switch over cameras, turn it on. I'm going to take you down below now and I'll show you how I made it. Alright, here goes. It's absolutely beautiful. I've even put some washi on the inside. I've added some of these stars because of the sentiment. It says, I thank my lucky stars for you. Love it. So, there's that beautiful tape. There's some of that. It sticks to everything. So I'm going to be using this to cut my butterflies out, and I've got some more there to add to make the leaves because it's backed onto there as well. So my card piece is just a thick whisper white, which is 8 1/4 by 5 7/8. There's that beautiful embossed. I'll show you. I don't want to glare you, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And this is whisper white. So what I've just realised I can do is swap that back because that's perfect for stamping on. I can just take a plain piece of white card. I'm going to be using my little die machine as well. I've got my battery ready, and I'm going to cut this down to 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. Because it's only going to get covered in washi tape anyway, so, and then that will get adhered onto there. And again, we're going to have to use double-sided tape because the back of the card, once all the not this one, once all the wash is on, it literally, the glue doesn't want to stick. So that's 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, and this is 3 3/4 by 5 1/2, just to give a little border. If you want a border a bit bigger, you can cut that down even further. In fact, I might just do that on this one actually. Let's take this one down to 5 3/8 so we can see a little bit more of that, and then take this one down to 3 5/8. Yeah, so we got a little bit more border showing. So we're swapping it up as we're going along. There is no need to, there we go, we've even got a better border, and we can see that beautiful embossing on the inside then, which was done for me. I suppose if you had mirrored card, you could run your scripty embossing folder through there and get the same effect if you haven't got that. So that's another thing to look out for. I did diagonal on this. I may just switch this one right up and do it all shapes, and maybe do like a herringbone style actually. So I'm going to start with the white. I love this, but whoever made these put everything on the roll for a left-handed person because I'm right-handed. So let's just pop this right from one corner right the way to the other, and you won't get much waste need there, believe it or not. So, and I just cut in a straight line, and you're just basically gonna just wrap them around a bit like you would any other process. If you've got where it's doubled over there and I can't stick that down, so now I can just trim with my scissors. They're the only little bits we're going to get on here, and the same with this one. Just wrap it around. I might be able to wrap that one over. Do you know, I've got no nails. And they're supposed to. Yeah, it's driving me up the wall. not having nails. Use your bone folder as well if you want to. You've got perfect, look, I'm covered in glue. Perfect corners. And you just have fun. I've got this washi tape that says beautiful running through it. One there that says, what does that say? Sparkle on, darling. I know, yeah. So let's cut this at a straight line. But it's just the same with your scraps of paper. Do exactly the same. Just glue them on, have some fun. So that says beauty. See, again, I'm having to work left to right. I don't think that's going to be perfectly straight. So let me just cut that. Let me just guess. I need a bit more than that. I want that word beautiful, see, to be all the way across. Perfect. It's only a little bit of washi tape, so it's not really going to be that much waste. Just make sure you cut in a straight line, innit? Unlike Gaynor. Oh, that's not too bad actually. And take it down. Just wrap them over if you want. If it's going to be too long, just trim. And I recommend you do wrap a little bit around the back, just for it to grip down. Any tiny little nicks, just nick them off. Perfect. I have got a fresh battery there because I swapped batteries earlier, and with it being the way it's hooked up now, if I don't turn it straight off, the camera keeps running because I've got it plugged in to the TV. So it doesn't really matter with this one because it's just a random pattern. So whoops, I can come alongside this one now. Thing is, I'm going to overlap just a tiny little tad because I want to make sure that that's right along that edge, because you don't want any white showing. And I can trim that excess off then. I recommend, though, you definitely want to rub it around the corners. So give me a pokey tool because I've got no nails. And see, washi tape will not, it'll stick to card, but it won't stick to its own self. Perfect. So I'm going to get a little scrap of paper out just so I can add all these bits to it. And then I can give that a good burnish. There's so many styles. You could do stripes, with gaps in them. It's entirely up to you. Just have a little bit of fun with it. Better shut my drawer because Mr. Boyce is coming up with a coffee in a minute. I can guarantee you always got drip marks on the bottom. Bless his little soul. So again, this one's got a little no pattern on, so just make sure you straighten everything out. And that looks as if it's on the I'm Gaynor. Better. That's better. So, and because they're different widths as well, just going to have a really nice textured card. Perfect. I mean, there's so many different patterns. You could do stripes, straight, up and down, left and right. Just have a bit of fun. I love this little black stuff. It is so cute. And the reason I recommend you go round the corners is because washi tape, if it has the tendency sometimes to just lift off with heat. There it is. So keep all the little bits. Let us have a little random strip there. Perfect. With my other one, I just trimmed them off willy-nilly, but oh, I think that's so cute. Again, keeping it down. Gorgeous washi tapes in this pack. This one says I love you, running through it. Again, I'm going to put it this side because it's running left to right instead of right to left. Perfect. Oops. And then just tuck it over, because you don't want it to come back off itself. You want to make sure it's all wrapped around, and it'll make it nice and flexible as well. So let's find, where's my box? Actually, I'm going to add some extra colours. I'm going to have another bit of, there's so many scripty ones. There's a large one here as well. Really pretty. At least that one's running the right way. Let's have that right next door. Is that straight? No. Just want to keep them straight. Little bit of an overlap, but don't worry about that, we'll sort that in a second. It's picked up something off my fingers. Like I say, if you get a little bit of overhang, just come from the back and nick it off, and then poke the tool again. Let's give that a little trimming. Better. That's so much better. Sticky little stuff, but it's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous designs. So, what else? Oh, we got a little floral print one going off here. Oh, look at that. Maybe I should zoom in a little bit. That's better. So, I know this is brand new and never been used. Maybe I should have just stick to the diagonals. But why not? Have a bit of fun. And I love the black and white colours of this, especially with the silver background. I'll wrap it round. Oh, it's looking beautiful. So let's get a bit more of this black. See, I haven't got the straightest of eyes for cutting straight lines. So oh, is this the boys to my coffee? I mean, don't worry if you get a little bit of a gap, because, especially doing this design, because you got I'm going to use a black marker pen in there, or our sentiment might sit there. See, so we'll figure that out at the end. Love, 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 love. Oops. Some more. Oh, let's go back to the silver. Mr. Boyce, you're a superstar. Thank you so much. Cheers, my darling.
Okay.
Oh, he's so kind. Oh, yes. Let me pull this camera down a little bit. Sorry. There we go. I pushed it up too high, I think. Perfect. Be as adventure. You could even leave gaps if you want in between. I wouldn't see a problem with that because I've done cards like that before now. Or if you want to cut the length you want and then just keep lifting, because it is washi, it will go wherever you put it. I'm quite liking that actually. I think that looks lovely. Ooh, let's have a bit of silver over this side too. I seem to have cut it in a nice straight line. Perfect, not well, near on perfect. Don't forget to wrap it round. Come back up on that one. Perfect. Oh, I love it. Looks so sweet. Right, what's the next colour? Let me give this a good burnish. Right. Shall we go back to beautiful? Let's measure. Yeah. This one is going to be... I've got to try and cut up in a straight line. When you get to things like this now, you can just cut them. A little bit of a gap. And I would have to chop that on there. Oh, the trimmer to try and get that beautifully straight. But right, let's see. They've got that word darling there. Let's get that on there. So we've got beautiful, we've got darling. I know we're not going to see it all, but let's put it up there. It doesn't like to overlap this stuff. Oh yes, lovely. Just right. So my sentiment will go that way. Oh, nearly there. It's lovely. I just love that silver. Where's my other silver? I could have swore I had a glittery silver one. Oh, there it is. This one, I haven't used it yet. Just got to find the end. I'll be here 10 minutes now trying to find the end. Oh, there is it. I think that's it. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Let's have a little dash there. Oh, it's tiny, isn't it? Wrap that around. Let's have a little piece here. You could, I suppose, go over the top with Mod Podge, but then you'd have to wait ages for it to dry. How sweet. See about that little gap there, if you've got a little gap, because you were working with washi tape, just get your whatever journaling pen you've got, or a black marker even. Just fill those gaps in. Perfect. Love it. Where there's a will, there's a way. Right, let's get some big. Let's go for that paper one again. I like that. Let's cut it at a straight line. Seems straight to me. It's different with cards, see, because you can trim it on the trimmer. I'm going to just put it anyway now because I'm not really... I've only got small bits now. Perfect. Just wrap it around. I love that. Oh, look at that one, it's beautiful. Right, we've got lots of dots. What haven't we used? We've got those and those. Let's pick another one. Let's pick this one. This is a new piece, so I know it's gonna butt right up to the end. Maybe I should have just stuck to diagonals like before. I'm having a bit of a pickle here. But where there's a will, there's a way. Oops, 2 seconds now. Sorry about that. I'm just going to switch the battery over. Oh, my goodness. There we go. I'm glad it's all just right near me. Let's try to switch back. Well, there we go. We're back to we've just got a few little gaps to go now. So look, I'm going to look for large bits of paper so I can cover the end. That's going to fit there beautifully. And we can wrap that around. Cute, 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 cute. So I know I'm not got a piece wide enough for there, so let's put a little bit of silver on first. Perfect. Trim that off, and let's go with these little flowers again. Is that wide enough? No, it's not quite. So let's pop those flowers on this side. Perfect. I'm cutting in a straight line like I'm saying, so I can get that wrapped around. That's looking quite lush actually. Give it a good swooshing down. Oh, look at all these rolls of washi tape. Right, because we've got black and silver there, let's use these beautiful little dots. Looks straight, and it looks like I'm going to get the whole piece in place. Perfect. I mean, washi tape, you don't have to use scissors. It's easy enough to tear, but I want to make sure it's staying on. Perfect. Absolutely gorgeous. So black and let's have another piece of this. Perfect. Think about what tape you want next door to each other as well. So you don't want to be putting too much white against too much white. Now we're going to have that tiniest little bit of silver just poking over the top. Perfect. So I'm going to pinch it with my fingers because it's tiny. Just wrap that around. And you've got it finished off right to a T there, look. Right, that tiny little piece, but we've got no little gaps now. Yay! Oh, the things we do to make cards as girls. Man, some of us gents would do the same as well. So I'm just going to pop all these back quickly. Knowing my luck, I'll lose them. They'll roll around on my table. I love the silvers. Absolutely adore them. So our last one's going in, if I can get it in. Let's pop that one in there. Let's pop that one in there. Yay! It's like a little jigsaw puzzle going back in. But I got all these from the range and they like cost me £5. Absolute bargain. So let's get rid of that scrap now. Pop our pen away. So now I'm just going to give it a good another rub down because I don't want none of it coming off. I'm quite liking that pattern actually, it's quite good. Ooh. So I'm going to add double-sided tape like I'm saying to the back. I mean, I didn't think this would stick, but you've got to pull the paper off in an area where there is cardstock because otherwise this doesn't like sticking either. Definitely doesn't like the glue. So when you come, like I say, to peel, because give it a good rub to get the glue to stick, and then pull it off where the paper is and then pull back. It's so much easier. Because I tried pulling it off where the washi tape was and it was just peeling back off. So I'm going to take my little piece of silver and I'm just going to make sure I've got a nice little border all the way round. And that is well and truly stuck down, and now because the double-sided tape is behind, that washi is definitely not coming off. So I'm going to choose which way round I'm going to have this now. If you do get a little black spot or a little white spot should I say, we're going to be using some butterflies from the Butterfly Gala Punch. So just use some scraps I've got, and I'm getting 3. I want 3. Oh my god, I can't believe it, people are still setting fireworks off. Whoops, there goes my little butterfly. Oh, strong paper. There we go. There's those 3. Perfect. And I've got my leaf punch. I like to get it to the max. So I'm going to punch that in. Oh. All fingers and thumbs. There we go. I've got another piece there. Perfect. Oh, they were close, weren't they? But first of all, I'm going to leave them over there. We can glue this onto our card. I mean, if you want to add a bit of ribbon now, you can. Perfect. Giving yourself a nice little border all the way around. That is gorgeous because it's just cardstock on the back of the mirrored card. That stays on beautifully. Oh, I've missed a square there, look. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness indeed. What am I gonna do? Do you think anyone will notice if I just colour that in with black pen? Or do you think that's being naughty? Oh, I'd notice that, wouldn't you? Oh, I don't know. How did I... Girls, why didn't you shout me and say, Gaynor, you've missed a bit? Might have just fell off, actually. Right, let's have a look. I have got some little black washi here. And this is really strong stuff. So let me just see if I can cut a little angled triangle out of it. I'm not going to be able to tuck it round the corner there. Oh, dilemmas, girls, dilemmas. That's not too bad, actually. So what I'm going to do, because we didn't glue all the way round, I'm just going to tuck that round. Oh, look at that. Brilliant save. Let me hold that up for you. That little bit's coming off. But look, brilliant save. That tiny, tiny little bit of silver wants to lift off. But if that happens again, I will just add a little bit of art glitter glue under the back of there. So, ooh, my little dies. These are the ones I had from In Love Arts. Absolutely gorgeous, tiny little stars, and this is hence the reason I use the Stargazing from Stampin Up, because of the sentiment. For one, I thank my lucky stars for you. This gorgeous little frame pops out all those little stars, but also cuts out the centerpiece, as you can see. So what I did when I added my dimensionals, I made sure it caught. So let's get my little machine in. And I've got to find a scrap big enough now. Just sorry about this. Let me just test. No, definitely not big enough, Gaynor. Definitely not. So let's get another piece out. And let's just pop that on there. And I'm going to trim that down to 3. In fact, let me just measure that actually. Ooh, elbow. I'm going to do that to 2 3/4. And then I can add that to my scraps bin. Yeah, so all coordinates, we've got stars. I know we've got butterflies on there, but they're cute. Love butterflies. And I'm just going to check. Let's cut them all out. Yay! Love it. Yeah, I got a set of 3 of these, if you remember. Absolutely gorgeous. Perfect for putting a little sentiment on my card. Even got the square ones that cut out. They've got little stars in them as well. Love it. So let's zoom back out a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, look there. Are those stars going to come out? Do you know when you push? No, they're not. So stop, Gaynor, fetch that back. Oh, I had a paper shim over the top of it earlier. I should have just done it again. Let me see if I can get this back in. Yep. And where's that cardboard gone? Yeah, I use this as a little shim, just to make sure it cut them all out. It's a little bit stiffer. Whoops. I'm going there and back. That's it. Suction on that. Ooh, it's wicked. Yay, now it's cut them all out. Perfect. So don't need that. I'm just going to carefully take them off there. Tiniest little slither bits. Sorry, I'm just getting all those little dots off. Right, and I'm just going to use my little pokey tool. There's not many. The tiniest little stars ever. Very delicate. Whoops. Tiniest little shim all over the top where it just slipped a little bit. Not many to go. Just so cute. There we go. They're coming off the back. Perfect. How sweet is that? Actually, I'm going to turn this over, insert, and I'm just going to get some little Scotch tape here. You don't ever see this. It's like so transparent. But you don't want it over your holes because they'll come through. Just get the edge, and I just keep it together. And that's keeping that together now, lovely. Don't know what that is. It's going to be on the back. It's going to be on dimensionals as well. So just make sure tiny little bits of the tape are touching. And then we're going to just do that gap there. So touching there, touching there, and touching there. Perfect, so when I can pick that up, look, so cute. So let me get our black ink. And this is a lovely, lovely sentiment, and it fits on here beautifully. And how beautiful is that? So pretty. You know me and clean. So I'm just going to grab the inside of my card. This now we can pick up. I know we're going to get some dimensionals. And again, you can make sure they touch both, but without going over the holes. Just a bit added security. I'll lift it up so you know. So you can just, if I can show you, just touching the backs without going over the holes, so you can't see the dimensionals through. We're going to use the ink again while it's out. Oh, and I put that washi tape away, and I want some more, don't I, for the inside of my card. Let's go with the large scripty this time. Love it. just going to run that down the very bottom. You could put a piece at the top as well if you wanted. You could just rip that and make it look, you know. I'm just going to snip it. Nice little border around the edge as well. And now the flourish of these little stars going down the side. And I only dotted it 3 times without having to re-ink. How are you all finding the camera shot now with the way I'm doing it now with the 2 cameras? Do you prefer it the old way? Do you think the sound is better? Do you think it's worse? I need a bit of feedback. So let's get a little tape, take those tabs off. I'm just gonna place it on first and press. Perfect. Now see that my little silver foil is coming over again. That last little piece just doesn't want to stick down. It will now. Use the pokey tool. That should hold that now perfectly. Oh, Mr. Boyce's getting excited down there. Just give that a rub. Perfect. Love it. And if I want to disguise that little piece of washi down there, I'm just going to add some little white dots. With my washi pen. Me white gel pen. That's better. Oh, I've got hair along my arm. Ooh, they make me feel like they've got spiders all over me. Right, matte. What I'm going to do is, with my little scory tool, I'm just going to try and score the centre of the leaf, because we're going to fold these. Because we don't want just a stiff little plant there, so you can fold them in half then. It's just to give you a helping hand. Or you could simply just fold, but this is quite thick paper, so let me see how I can do it. Oh, there we go. Just fold them in half. If you want to set yourself off, I'm going to do it. It's quite a stiff card. They're not perfectly straight, but we can just, once it gives me that help to bend it, I can do that. They don't have to be perfectly straight. How cute. So I'm going to flip them over because we're going to add tape to these. And the same here. She says when she can pick it up. And again, I'm just going to give it a helping hand. Perfect. Flip them over. This little tape is marvellous. I love it. I can't say it enough. They sell it on sticks too. I can't even think what it's called, but I love it. And because these are going to go under my sentiment, you won't see the tape. Let's hang it over. And like I say, the glue doesn't seem to want to come undone. doesn't take long. There we go. I love this stuff. This is definitely my last roll now, so I have to get some more. So pokey tool away. Don't need that. Oh yes, I will. I'll need that guy in a minute. So now it's up to you where you want to place these. Again, it helps if you rub it on first. Yes, I know. There we go. Comes off easy. And I'm just gonna slide. There we go. Because you've got dimensionals, you want to just be a little bit wary of where they are, so you can get your leaves tucked in. Perfect. And then just press that down. Lovely. And then I'm bending the butterfly both ways, so I've got that little space in the center. I'm going to add one down there. You can still spread his little wings. I'm going to have one for that. What I like to do is just push it down on that tape and lift up, and your pokey tool's perfect for that. And one more. Let's put him just coming down here. Oh, that is so sweet. I'm gonna have cold coffee, girls. Oh, love it. Right, my little stars, where have you gone? Oh, let me put this all away before it dries up on me. There we go. Little stars. And I'm just having one either side. And I'm gonna have one on there because that seems to grip better than the others. So there it is. There's my washi tape cards, diagonals and herringbone style. I hope you like them. I hope you give us a thumbs up. That'd be amazing. And a share. I love it, love it, love it. Great save with that. And adding that little bit of glue on there is perfect, because washi does tend to want to lift off, but I do hope you like it. This one has a very small 1/8 of an inch border. This has got a 1/4 of an inch. Which do you prefer? Would you go this one or this one? Let me zoom down so you can have a quick look. There we are. There's those two absolutely cute as buttons washi tape cards. Brilliant. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to press the subscribe button and the bell. That way you'll get notifications every time I upload a video, which is on a daily basis. So come back and see what I make tomorrow. Bye.